Hey everyone, welcome to this week's show. We're going to talk about week 3 results. We're going to talk about some trades. We're going to talk about week 4 matchups. We're going to talk about power rankings because it's that time again. Tonight, my guest here is Corey, GM of Saucy or Pass. It's fitting that he's our guest this week as we just went head to head last week. So at least that'll be some interesting banter. But yeah, I guess let's jump right into it. That's gonna be the first match we're gonna talk about. Corey, why don't you tell me about the Champion here versus Saucy or Pass?
Yeah, he gave it to me last week. It wasn't too bad. I had a pretty good week, but your goalies just didn't stop winning close games, and your players do what they had to do. 11-3 beatdown.
I don't think the 11-3 really depicts how close it could have been. I think at one point Saturday it was like 8-4, and there were still some more categories within range. But then McDavid got done doing his thing, and, although he wasn't really the big guy on Saturday. I forget who it was. I was watching Colorado versus Minnesota because I needed Kemper to not let in 3 or 4 goals. So I was watching that like a hawk that match on Saturday. But he got it done. I thought it was a good week. I think either way, it was closer than the score depicts though.
Yep. Good one, buddy.
Yeah, good game, good week. Travis, you're next. Why don't you tell me about I got canceled here. He played against Patch Ready to Rumble, and Patch beat him 8-4.
Yeah, looking at the stats, this is another close one both ways. Both goalie stats really good too. Nick pulling off the win against I got canceled. He has a couple injuries right now.
Yeah. Not only just injuries, right? Guys get sent down to the minors. What do you do there? You can't hold on to him. You have to let him go. I'd say, but
yeah, he had a keeper too.
That's harsh. He's gonna come back up. He's gonna come back up this season. I think they just want him to get a little groove going. Probably go down there for a week or two. At that point, maybe it's worth holding on to if it's only a week or two. If your team's already full of injuries, what's another one?
Yeah, it's true though.
I think long term, right, and not necessarily just end of week here.
Yep.
Now this one. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
So that's what I'm going for. End of the season. Start Q1.
That first round, the first 6 or 7 matches you play everyone, you're getting the scope of their team. And when you play again that second time, you'll get them, right? Doing the homework. This matchup really, really surprised me. Both teams are 0-2. They cherry picking Daddy taking on Hockey Balboa, and they ended in a tie.
Yeah, Braden getting a lot of goalie starts too for a guy who's struggling early on.
Well, it's nice to see at least, right? Injuries are happening though, so goalies are stepping up.
Yeah, it's weird. When I'm looking at their scores, there wasn't, besides saves, there wasn't even anything that was really close. Maybe getting a goalie win, but only 6 saves more for Braden. Yeah, good week for both teams, but just came out on the wrong end of it, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think of that. Two teams with losing records, right, winless, and they tie. So how do I know who's better and who's worse? They're equally as bad. Next one we had Daltrey here, taking the 7-6 win over the whole shaft. I guess I didn't see it happen, but I saw in the chat earlier. It looked like it was a stat correction which cost them the week.
Yeah, I didn't notice either though. Power play point could be they end up tied on it. Not sure, but it was a good week on both sides.
Yeah, 7-6. It was close. It was back and forth the whole time. I think at one point it was tied for a while.
I think Daltrey was getting his butt kicked at first too. So it was nice to see.
Daltrey seems a little sneaky there with Craig Anderson, apparently, who's a good goalie all of a sudden. He hit his 40s to get there. Yeah, I'm taking a shot at your Senators, Daltrey. Yeah, that was a good match, good week. I guess next let's talk about Domo. What do you think of Domo defeating Please Don't Feed the Goalie 12-1?
I think we're not surprised Domo won, but I didn't expect it to be this one-sided.
Yeah, I think that's what surprised me.
Yeah. Hey, his team played real well this week.
I think Tyler got hit by injuries, right? So, not that that's an excuse, but that's probably why it's so lopsided.
Yeah, Kucherov, Backstrom.
Kucherov,
Hughes.
Yeah, Hughes went down last week.
Yeah, that's a lot of injuries.
Carter was out, I believe, for him on COVID list or something. So they didn't help. I think Domo probably still would have taken it, but it was not as close as it should have been. Speaking of close matchups here, why don't you tell me here, Neil defeating Dan here 7-6.
Yeah, I know Dan was upset about this one. It was such a close matchup coming out of the wire, and I know Neil ended up sitting his goalie for the Sunday game was Skin.
I was watching, and I wasn't sure he was gonna sit him. It was close, probably about 2 hours before. Then all of a sudden he was on the bench. I'm like, okay, smart, because that could have cost him the week.
Yeah, it was tight, very tight in goalie stats. No, good play now. Have to stay undefeated. Take down another guy who was undefeated.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
all those Div 1 teams playing each other, Neil. Just taking a shot at you here. Oh, yeah, this is what I really want to talk about here. Clef Bomb defeating Dripping and Injury. So the Baltimore Orioles 10-3. What do you think of this?
You know what? It was worse too. Boy, he was destroying them. Came back and got a couple points here. He did get hits though. But yeah, good week for Kyle. Mark showed 2 shutouts.
Man, he's
holy stats when you're putting up that.
He's on fire. I don't know how Kyle is the only guy selling, and he has a two wins in his record.
Yeah,
he's doing a good job selling apparently.
Yeah, just another Travis Pye week.
I'm hoping there's another Travis Pye week this week. So, but Fleury's working on a shutout right now. I am saying it because I don't care if he loses it. I got Charlie Browns here in our last matchup, defeating Steeman on the ice here, 9-4.
Yeah, this was a lot closer. And then Bennington got him a shutout, I think Saturday. And he said something in the chat too, because it pretty much secured his win. And 2 big teams here. And nice win there, Sean. Keep the streak going. Regular season wins.
So I was thinking, Sean's proven why he's still one of the top regular season teams, right? So he doesn't lose often.
Nope.
That's all he has to pride himself on right now. So I'm gonna let him have it. Before we move on here to the trades, I want to remind everyone, November 1st. So let's talk about power rankings here. I'm going to get you guys to send your power rankings directly to Corey, as he's putting on, he has a Excel file that he's working on to keep track of it all.
Yep, make it look good.
We went for some higher quality. We're trying to up. The budget's been up. We're looking to put a little more, I don't know, flash to our show here, apparently.
Wait, my ass, and then in the league,
and we put him to work.
Gotta earn the respect.
I can't wait to see the power rankings, right? Because now it's been, we're in week 4 now, so people will have an idea of what's working, what's not. I had Plums at the bottom. I don't know if I can say that now. He has 2 wins.
Yeah, we had Travis near the top.
Yeah, and, well, Travis has yet to win, so I know he's furious about that. I love it. Let's talk about some trades here. So let me get your opinion here on a trade that you were involved in. Looks like, here, I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I'm blind.
Traded.
Yeah, you traded for Klingberg.
I traded my 10th round pick for Klingberg to Dan uh, for his 15th round pick as well.
No player, right?
No player. He didn't want my garbage.
He literally just wanted, I think, clear up space
Yeah.
for a guy coming back, right?
Yeah, exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So 10th is a low pick, but I just want another reliable D man. He had a rough first week with me, but hopefully he keeps it going and turns it around this season. But a 10th round pick, I was okay with that. Probably would prefer 11th, but I just wanted to make sure I got my guy because not a lot of people are offering the D-man.
I know he was shopping him around when I was talking to him. I didn't want to go for a 10th. Like, to me, like, I don't know. Klingberg, I like what he does, but like I'd rather have a forward that does that. That's just my opinion. But he didn't pay like a super high price. He got a 15th back, so
Yeah.
not terrible. He didn't even give up a player. He just got to drop someone. So really, it's just who didn't fit your lineup right now. So yeah, not a terrible trade. I thought it's a little rich for Klingberg, but other than that, like it's gonna help you. What's the 10th gonna do? Like who knows what you get with the 10th next year?
Exactly.
Next trade on the docket here. We have Le Champion traded Frank Hughes, highly sought after goalie who's been on the IR for a year and a half. And a 10th rounder over to Domo for Palat and a 12th.
Yeah, it was. I know you were shopping him around, but just trying to get what you could for him, I guess. And you kept Palat though, right? You weren't just making room; you're just trying to get an active guy on your roster.
Yeah, get an active player. I had too many guys injured, and I needed that body out there. And Palat actually puts up a lot of hits, so.
Yeah, no, he had a pretty good weekend last week, so.
You noticed them now.
Yeah, I think at the time it wasn't a terrible trade for Domo, but now you can see obviously like a week later he's trying to get rid of him again, right? So.
Yeah, I don't even think he wanted him. He wanted to pick upgrade for a player he didn't want. He didn't want Frank Hughes. Like, just he was willing to shop Palat. I was willing to shop Frank Hughes. Like, I wanted to get rid of Frank Hughes and succeeded. Right. Just I don't have room in my roster for another injury. So I figured he has some value. Let's move him. The whole shaft here. What do you tell me about this trade? Traded Mangiapane and a 14th to please don't feed the goalie for Arvidsson and an 11th.
Yeah, so he was getting rid of Arvidsson.
No, he picked up. He got rid of Mangiapane. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the right time to sell him. I really think he's just a little guy for Calgary, so he doesn't put up a whole lot of the deep stats.
He's streaky with his scores, with his goals.
Yeah, so I think Nick did a good job getting rid of him when he did.
He picked him up on the waiver wire that week.
Exactly.
And moved him for an 11th, so a 3-pick upgrade, and a player who had 3 games left in the week.
Yeah, Robinson's not bad. He's just a lot of deep stats, but
serviceable, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And you gained out of that trade.
Yeah, I thought it was a good trade for Nick. If he keeps scoring for Calgary, then that's good for Tyler. But I don't think he will keep going at this pace.
I mean, he'll keep getting points, but like you said, not this pace. I think he's a very streaky player. Like he'll go on some hot streaks, and then he'll be gone for a few weeks. So it's probably, like you said, the right time to move him. Like he's not keep that pace.
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was good move for the whole shaft. I don't know about that one for you, Tyler. Now we have another trade here. Clef Bomb. Very active the last few days. What's that?
So you skipped my trade before the last one. You should have said me and.
I didn't even see that one. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah.
No. Why don't you tell me about that one? I'm not even going to tell them about it. Since I skipped it, you get all the.
Alright, I sent Rodriguez and a 12 to Neil for Ryan Strome and a 16.
Tell me your logic there. What you're thinking here.
No, I know Neil was trying to get rid of someone and clear up some roster space. I had Strom last season. He was pretty reliable for getting points every night, putting up a lot of power play points, playing for good New York team. So I figured 12th isn't a lot to pay, and I get some depth in my roster. He just came back from an injury, so stats aren't looking good. I feel like 12th is a good price for a guy like him who's going to put up points pretty consistently for me.
Yeah, I can see that, and you got a 16th going back. Rodriguez is just
he was
waiver wire trash.
Like, yeah, he got dropped immediately, so
he's gonna be on and off that waiver like quite frequently, right? So
exactly,
you gave up like nothing.
Yeah, if they're not healthy, he'll get big minutes, but if they come back, he'll slide quick.
Oh no, I was reading the other day, Crosby was skating on a line with him.
Yeah, he was playing top minutes.
Even with Crosby back, right? So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he could have a little value, but that he, like you said, he was a throw-in piece to that trade. He was just whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of Ryan Strome, but I think it was a good pickup. I look at his stats. Like obviously, like, that's what you care about. You care about his production. I don't care about his. I don't know. I don't find him anything special, but he's consistent.
Yeah, and for a 12th. That's fine.
That's it. The value's definitely there for what you paid. So, yeah, good on you to take. This is what happens: take advantage of someone who wants to get rid of someone, right? You don't have to go. You don't have to lose a whole lot to take on that player. Now let's talk about Clefbaum here.
There you go.
All right. So Clefbaum connected with Cherry Picking Daddy here. Kyle and Kyle trades. I think it's collusion between Kyles. But he traded Forsberg and Killorn over to Cherry Picking Daddy with 2 13s, one of them being Cherry Picking Daddy's. So he got his 13th back and made another 13th. Cherry Picking Daddy sent over Radulov, Niederreiter, an 8 and a 12.
Yeah, I like this trade for both of them. I know Plums was trying to keep going with the pick upgrades, right?
Yeah.
I feel like 8th was a good price for Cherry Picking Daddy to get him for Forsberg and Killorn, but then Kyle went and flipped Radulov right after, so it worked out for both of them. They both got what they needed. I think Plum might have been able to get more for them, but he's trying to keep the picks moving, keep the players moving, and try to keep going right. So
he's cycling through all those late picks, right? They're all disappearing from him.
Exactly, yeah. So now your upgrades are gonna have to be lower picks. So good on you, good on both of you. I like that for each team.
Killorn's been on fire. He got another one tonight. So
nice.
Yeah, he's been on fire. He'll pick up for Kyle. Filling a hole on his team that he needed. He needs some scoring. He needs some player stats. And other Kyle Plummet over here is always looking to make a deal.
Yeah. Easiest guy to make a deal with in the league.
Honestly, he's very easygoing. Very. I don't know. I never have an issue. We don't nitpick over like little things. We try to make it fair for each. We know each other's comfort zone. We try and meet somewhere in the middle, like.
Respectfully, yeah.
Yeah, respectfully. Like, we understand we have our own interests at heart, right? But we're not out there, the deal's not going because you won't budge one pick over. Like, it's usually, okay, let's really look at this. Is it worth it?
Yeah, and the guys like that are the ones you send like the realistic trade offers to, too.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting greedy right off the hop, right? You just get that business.
Yeah, let's get down to business. I know where this is going. This is what it's going to take. Okay, let's do it. I usually have a conversation with them before we even make a deal. Like, what would it cost? Like what's your range? And I try to work around that range. Like,
yep.
Like, what am I comfortable with within that range? If it's out of my range, I just say, okay, I'm out, right? But I don't want to dick around over anything either. So, well, I thought that was a good pick. He then moved. Right away here, it looks like Radulov, like you said, over to Please Don't Feed the Goalie, who has Sergei and Ben already. And Heiskanen. He's got a lot of Dallas stars, but I mean, he's got that whole top line, right?
Yeah.
But Radulov went over with Baltimore Orioles 14th and his own 18th. Over for Carlson, a 13th and a 17th.
Yeah, no, that's a good trade for Kyle here. Just constantly moving pieces, right? Just these late round upgrades, but you're gonna keep going. You're getting Wheeling Carlson, which is not bad. He's just out right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good trade for Tyler too, though. A very very cheap forward upgrade to somebody who's healthy, and with that line scoring a few, you're getting a lot of points.
Yeah, that's it. They're like that's the top scoring line there, right? They're heavily relied upon, and if you have Sege or Ben getting you a point, well, the other two are getting you points too, right? And they even use that line with power play, so you have all three of them on the power play. Like they're gonna get you
I
points.
Score too, so it's nice.
Yeah. I didn't find him very good when he was in Nashville or Montreal, but man, he gelled in Dallas. Like I think he really came out in Dallas.
Yeah, I feel like the hype of him went away, and he was just kind of there then, and then he could just do his thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Is that there's no pressure. He came out. It just happens that hey, when there's no pressure on him, he can score goals and play with some top tier talent. So that helps, right? We got another one here. Yeah, we do. Yesterday, while everyone's out trick or treating, Kyle's making trades here. Cherry picking daddy and Charlie Brown's hooking up. Kyle sent a Pavelski in a 9th over to Charlie Brown's for Koskinen and an 11th. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it was. I was kind of surprised to see Sean move Koskinen. Is Smith coming back soon? Do you know?
I believe he's ready to come back, and that's why he was moving him.
Yeah, maybe giving Kyle some like goalie depth to get some starts, right? But I know Sean Smith, right?
My thing, like, I get the trade, I get the reason why, but Smith's been good this year, but so is Koskinen, so I might have personally held on to both and had
It's
to
not bad
to do it.
have on a high scoring team that will get you wins, but also a lot of shots against. Like,
Yeah, they've been so good defensively, though. They barely been let any goals, and right, they haven't been high scoring games. I don't think that holds up, but
no,
like that's a duo maybe worth having is both Oilers. So I don't know. Good on Kyle for getting Koskinen. I think he's played his way into a better game share right now. But we'll see, right? We'll see. We're obviously just speculating. Yeah, like we'll see what happens when Smith comes back. I believe he was skating, practicing. Just he didn't play the last game. That's all. They play tonight. Actually, I wonder who's starting. Let me find out.
Yeah, no, I think it was a good trade for Kyle. I like that on Kyle's side. I think the goalie starts are valuable, so I'm just surprised to see Sean get rid of him.
Well, he has Binnington and the Costin's playing tonight right now. He has Binnington and Hellebuck, so he's pretty set for goalies, right?
Yeah, so I mean, he's getting a 9th coming the other way, so he's going to utilize that to benefit his team. But you know, free active and trade Sean, so I don't know what's going to happen. Prove me wrong. Let's go.
That was the last trade of the week. So there were 2 trades today, but I didn't have time to really look at them. So we're going to talk about those next week. Fuck those trades. Let me digest it for a bit here. But let's move on here and talk about week 4 preview. Sorry. Now, I know games have already started because we're 10 o'clock here, recording at 10. So games already started. There's already scores, but we're not going to show you the scores. So we're just going to base it off of our opinion anyway. First matchup I have here, buddy. Tell me what you think about Le Champion versus Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, it's gonna be an easy one for you, buddy. Good win, Travis. You guys are starting to come back, but I don't know, man. Gotta show us what you got. You're so proud of your team. I want to see you take it to Shane, but I gotta give it to Shane this week.
I know that's hard for you. You don't really want to.
Yeah, especially after last week.
Yeah. Now Travis is gonna feel that way. I'm also going to pick Le Champion. I just think, like you said, with Travis's injuries, I think Travis could be a dangerous team down the road. But he's got to sneak up from a deficit, right? Like he's already 0-3. I'm probably thinking like 0-5 by time he might start to creep up. Like his guys will come back being healthy. I think his Jets are back this week, but no word on Stone. Patches is still out for a bit, so that kind of hurts him, right? So, um, although again, Fleury is still. Oh no, Ottawa just broke the shutout. All right, thank you, Senators. The only time I will ever thank the Senators. They're in line to get their first win of the season, though, Chicago. So it kind of surprises me, but Ottawa's usually a better team than that. They score a lot of goals, and apparently Fleury's just tired of losing. So next matchup here, we have the 1-2 I got canceled. They're taking on the 2-1 Clef bombed.
This is a hard one. I know I got canceled pretty. He has a lot of injuries going on right now, and he has Caulfield going to the minors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kyle on this one. He's been selling off a lot, but his goalies are on fire, and he's put up a lot of those great stats. I think I'm gonna take him this week.
I'm gonna make a criticism on Kyle here, and it's not like a terrible one. I just think imagine his team if he didn't trade me Anderson.
I know,
because Anderson has been playing amazing this season, and with the way Markstrom's been playing, it'd be hard to beat him in goaltending at that point. The Coyotes rookie is still playing really well, and he got a 6th out of it too, right? But I just think if you sell Anderson, that'd be a threatening goalie duo. I didn't expect Markstrom and the Flames to be off to the start. Good on them. For that reason alone, I'm going to go with Clefbaum as well. Maybe Derek needs to change his name back to the AHLers. He's got Caulfield going down.
Yeah, that's good.
It's hard to say. It's you feel bad that this guy's going through all this injury issue, but it's just like Travis. I don't care. He's my opponent. Whatever. You beat me already, Derek. This is what you get.
Are you his win?
Yeah, I was week 1. And then everything started to crumble for him. We're going to go here. Another big matchup here. 0-2 Cherry Pickin' Daddy taking on the 3-0 Charlie Browns. What do you say here?
Guy with no losses against the guy with no wins, but it's Kyle against you, Sean.
Yeah, the streak ender.
The streak ender. I know you're gonna be the favorite, Sean, and I'm gonna have to go with Kyle this week. This is the week that I'm gonna take a lot of people down in the rankings here to get my win. Kyle, you gonna back me up? Break the streak.
Yeah.
But I do like Kyle's team, and I think he's made a couple of big moves recently. His goalie situation's looking stronger, and Forsberg up front too. Clorin, who's been doing well. So I do think he has a good team going into this week.
I do think he's improving for sure. His roster's getting better. He's making moves. He's actively shopping for more moves. He's doing the work. He knows where his holes are, and he's looking to fill them. So good on him. He's willing to pay the price too, guys. So connect with him. But I think Sean's gonna win this week. Nothing against your roster this week, Kyle, but Sean's the proven commodity here, and I think he's just gonna tear through you a little bit here. I didn't check too much on the games scheduled this week, so I don't know what Sean's goalie situation looks like, but I still think he'll get it done. Oh, I know you're anxious to talk about this one. The 2-1 Doll Try the Beef taking on the 0-2-1 Saucier Pass.
All true, buddy. Told you you were we have a bet going on in the season this year. And then I need my first win, and you're my first victim. Gonna take you out, buddy. I'm gonna try that beef. I'm gonna eat it all.
Gonna try the beef. I like your confidence. I don't know. I don't know what to think about Daltrey's team. Somehow his Buffalo goalies are pulling out wins. Like his Ottawa goalies that. Well, I mean, not tonight. Tonight they're getting pretty ravaged, but
Yeah.
oh, I don't know. No, I'm gonna go with the winner, Daltrey. I'm gonna go with Daltrey. He has the better record. I think his roster's a little better. But we'll see. I know he had a little bit of injury issue last week. A couple guys that were out. I think Daltrey edges you this week. I think it'll be close though. I don't think it's going to be an 11-3 thrashing here. But I think it'll be close. But I think Daltrey gets it. Yeah, Craig Anderson.
Oh, better not be Craig.
You have to give up your 6 so you can acquire him. That's the goaltender of the future. Anyone who's selling, look for him. You want him for the rebuild. Tell me.
I wonder how good he has to get for how long for someone to actually pick him up. Okay.
You know, the second he gets traded.
Are you agreeing? Craig Anderson's legit.
Maybe it's not even Anderson that's legit. Maybe it's just Buffalo is not a joke anymore. I don't know. It's hard to believe, but every team at one point that switch flicks, right? And you're just okay. We're good now.
And they had a lot of young guys in the system, so it's not surprising, but it's all happened out and with Eichel out too. That's just the icing on top of it.
I know he's gonna want out, but imagine the pieces fit into this team that's winning games. If they're for real and they can get a few good pieces for Eichel, that's a win for the organization. Yeah. You're giving up the better player, but you're getting back several pieces that you can just add into your machine, right?
Yep.
No, don't sleep on the Sabres, apparently. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another 3-0 team from the mighty Division 1 that I keep hearing all about. 3-0 playing another 0-2-1 team from the same division. They're playing against Hockey Balboa, Domo versus Hockey. What do you think?
I mean, the obvious answer would be Domo. Brady getting some goalie starts last week though, so he's going to start competing a bit more. I don't think his team's terrible up front. It's just the goalies really. And if he's going to get the starts, I think he has a chance. But Domo's a good team. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with Domo this week.
I'm also going to go with Domo. But one of the big factors is I did notice one of the teams that did have 4 games this week is Ottawa. And Domo's roster is full of Ottawa Senators, so I think he's just going to take out Braden in sheer numbers. So
yeah, and San Jose has 3 games, so he'll get his 3 starts for sure.
Oh yeah, I know. Balboa though is going to start tonight though. I believe. Oh no, Decord got it. They were saying it was supposed to be Driver, but Decord got it. So never mind. Retract that statement.
Yeah. It's hurt both his goalies playing tonight didn't get the start.
Yeah, because he's got all backups, right? So I think Domo is safe to say you're gonna go 4-0. Oh,
Daltrey.
What's that?
Big Daltrey.
Big D. What we got here? Please don't feed the goalie at 1-2. Taking on Get Off My Grass at 2-1.
I gotta go with Dan on this one. I like your team, Dan, as much as I'm gonna chirp you in person. Team's nice, and if just Tyler has a lot of injuries going on right now, so it's not gonna get a lot of games in. And Dan is a deep team, puts in the deep stats. I think he's just gonna get the numbers.
Yeah, Tyler has those 4 Dallas Stars, right? So if Dallas has a weak schedule, then he has a weak schedule. But I feel like you said, Dan has a good roster. I'm gonna go with Dan as well. Oh, 3-0. Suck my Ojik. Taking on 1-2. Pat, you ready to rumble?
Yeah, Nick coming off the win against what was it, Derek last week?
Yeah.
I got canceled.
Yeah.
So I think I like Nick's team, but just Neil. I'm going to go with you this week. I think they have the better team. Next team's turning it around. They're going to. I was surprised he kind of lost the first 2 weeks because I do like this team, but I think Neil has the win this week.
That's fair to say, right? It's almost a safe bet. But I don't know. Like Nick has Crosby coming back now this week. That could be a deal breaker for his team, right? His goalies, if they have enough games, could be good. Like Neil has good goalies too, but I don't know. They don't let a lot of goals in. I don't know what their schedules look like. I'm gonna take a gamble here. I'm gonna go against Neil. I don't know. I think he's due. He's due for a loss, and Patches might be the guy. Might be. He might not be, but he might be. All right, last matchup here. We have the whole shaft at 1 and 2 taking on Seaman on the ice at 1 and 1.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun week to watch for that matchup. You know, 2 teams have already played this year, so I'm familiar with the rosters. I'm gonna go with Mark on this one though. I feel like he has the better forwards up front. Nick's goalies killed me in the week that I played him, so it really depends how they've been doing. But I'm gonna go with Mark for this one.
He's got the Dallas and
Tampa.
Tampa, right? So
Yeah.
he has Dallas like hands down. He's got like 3 of them. I think he dropped one, but yeah, he's got 2. He's got 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about those Florida boys. Like, there's a lot going on in Florida. It will be a distraction. No, I'm gonna pick Nick. I think his Florida boys are just gonna underperform this week because of all the change going on. And like I said, I like his goalies. I think his goalies are better, and he might not have a better forward core, but he does have the better forward.
Yeah.
Leon's gonna go hard this week, I think. Yeah.
Mark has 5 goalies on his roster right now.
That's a lot of goalies.
That is a lot of goalies.
I hate when I'm holding on the 4, because then I'm like, man, I could have another skater out there. No, I think 3 is the perfect number. That's for me at least. 3 is an acceptable amount for me. Yeah, at least in my strategy, because I like to have enough skaters to win some skater stats, some categories. But sometimes you win goalies just by sheer numbers, right? Like, we have our predictions for the week, guys. So send in yours. We're Monday night here. You got till end of day Tuesday. As long as they're there Wednesday before I wake up, I'm happy. So for those of you who might work nights, so send them in. Don't forget to send in your power rankings to Corey here. And maybe we'll have him on next week to present the results of the power rankings here. As always. Sorry, what's that?
The biggest risers, the biggest fallers.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting to say. It's so political, right? So
it is, but it's political based on the opinion of the league itself, at least, right? So, this is your chance to have a say in who you think is underperforming, who's overperforming, who's just about where you thought they would be. But a lot of different opinions out there, as we saw from the first batch that came in. So a lot of people ranked all over the bat. Thanks for joining, Corey. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's always fun.
Yeah, always fun. Do you have anything to say before we sign off here?
No, Dolce, you're going down though. Oh. I'll say. So I guess I have something. Yeah, Dolce, you're going down.
Take care of that beef. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back again next week for the Week 4 results, Week 5 preview. Yeah, have good luck this week. Except for you, Travis. Later.